Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, for being a part of this little cozy community corner of the internet. It is so special to have this place to share a little bit, as I'm calling it, my weekly episodes. So I'm posting weekly. If you're new here, I post every Monday and every second Thursday. And if you're not new, you know that I've been sharing pretty consistently for quite some time, and I have really developed this idea of a weekly episode so I can remember my own life. It is so easy to forget what I do or what I'm up to, what I fill my time with, because time just flies by, especially as I'm aging in my mid-30s. I find that time is just moving so fast. So it's been fun to create little weekly episodes, little, recaps of what's going on, remembering my life, romanticizing the little things so that life feels a little bit more enjoyable and special. Especially now, as I'm entering my second act, I am working so hard on being consistent, on being present, and building a rich life. I talked about this on a recent Substack post, so if you haven't followed me on Substack, you should probably go read this post. Because it's about how you can also create a rich life, and it's not about your finances. I think it's so easy to think rich equals a big bank account, which in some ways it does. I'm not saying that that's not true, but I think richness is available in so many different ways, and that's something I'm really committing to working on in my life, is building a rich life and feeling very wealthy in the life that I have, in the moments, the experiences, the relationships, and just how I live. And I'm obviously taking you along for the ride of that, of building a rich life, of having a rich life, and also just enjoying life, making the most of each day. I know a lot of you enjoyed my video last week where I talked about, my day going not to plan, but still making it a good day. And a lot of you can relate to that. So I'm glad that I'm not the only one who is trying to make each day a little bit better, but sometimes things kind of go off the rails. But on the note of a good day, this week is going to be a good week. I'm actually going home to Toronto, which I'm so excited to go back to Toronto, see some friends, go for a wedding, and just be back in my city. I wasn't born and raised there, but I became an adult there. So it really is like my home in so many different ways. So I'm very excited to go back, but it's going to be so busy. It's like a 3.5 day trip. We are in and out really quickly for a wedding. And so I need to prepare myself mentally, emotionally, and physically for this trip, just because it is going to be a lot of socializing, a lot of going places, taking public transit, which I actually am so excited to be back on the TTC. I love public transit when it works. So we'll see if Toronto is acting right. And just like very busy in comparison to my slower paced life here in LA. So I'm preparing starting today I'm going to pack, but I'm starting by getting my hair done, which I'm so excited for because I haven't gotten done in a while, but also just making sure that I'm taking care of myself, like filling up my cup and my battery before I go and exert so much energy and pouring into being around other people and just being with other people. So striving for that balance that never really is a balance, but being more aware of it can at least help me prepare mentally for what I'm going into and just feel a little bit better about the chaos, because we are also taking a red-eye flight. I haven't taken a red-eye in like 17 years, so also mentally preparing for that. But today is all about pouring back into myself, starting with getting this taken care of. the hair has been cut. Let me see. I can show you a little bit. I should have shown you this. I just took off all my makeup after having my favorite steak dinner. So the haircut isn't that much shorter. There's a lot more movement, and I wouldn't even say fully layers, but she just thinned it out here, which is so helpful. I have very, very thick hair, as you can probably tell. Even when I was getting it washed today by one of the assistants, she was like, oh my gosh, you have so much hair. And I was like, yes, this is why I only wash my hair once a week. And truly, I have decided that when I make it, in whatever realm way that is, I am going to get someone to wash my hair once a week. I'm not going to be washing my own hair. I just don't put enough care and attention into it. Like, I just am not, I'm not prioritizing it. And you know what? As I say this, that makes me think I should be prioritizing it. If I can recognize that I'm not putting enough effort into something that is like self-love and self-respect because of the time or feeling defeated, in all honesty, like it just takes so much time and I don't feel like I'm good at it. So then I kind of avoid it and it's like this cycle. Maybe that's the reason why I need to, like, I need to lean into that discomfort. You know, I talk about the discomfort like all the time. So maybe I should do my hair more. Like, I should do hairstyles. I should try new things. I should give it more time, especially right now that I do have more time than I've ever had as an adult. Like, I literally haven't had time to do like a full face of makeup and hair every single day since probably grade 9. Because once I was in grade 10, I had 2 part-time jobs and I was just go since grade 10. So maybe that's something I do. Let me know if you think I should challenge myself to do like a 30-day, oh, that's scary, 30 days of hair, like hairstyles, hair care, hair treatment, just hair, like doing my hair, my makeup for 30 days, or just my hair. Maybe not my makeup, but like my hair. I don't know, trying new things, like being willing to try new things. Anyways, I digress. That was a tangent. I am now relaxing. Had my lovely dinner. I have a bit of a migraine coming on. So once I step out of this bathroom, the lights are going to be dim. And I'm actually doing some fun things. I'm going to do my like new face on the couch. I'm not doing it in here. I'm going to do it on the couch while watching The Summer I Turned Pretty because I'm finally catching up. So I'm going to do my new face, which always feels great, followed by a face mask. I love these face masks. Dr. Jart, just like, these are the best. These are the best sheet face masks. There's a few other ones that are more affordable, but I definitely like love these. And then, plot twist, I'm taking care of my feet because Summer has done a number on my feet. And I don't really like getting a pedicure. I'm probably the only person. I just find someone touching my feet feels strange if they're not like the love of my life. So I'm doing a foot mask, like a little sock that I'm putting on my foot because my feet are just like, the skin is not great. I do a lot of foot care every like couple of weeks in the shower. I do like the like sander scrub thing, but I think it just needs a little bit more. And especially with this wedding coming up and wearing sandals and heels, and I'm going to be walking so much in Toronto, such a walkable city, these feet need to be in better shape. I'm not going to show you the feet in these, maybe in the socks I'll show you, but TBD because no free feet. But gonna try this. I will report back how it goes. The other things I know are great. And then just relaxing on the couch, dimming the lights, and hoping that tomorrow the migraine just like flutters off and is not with me and is not ruining my day. myself for doing that run today, I realized that was my longest run since doing my half marathon, which is kind of crazy. I do blame my back situation that has been going on for actual weeks. Today was the first time I ran and it didn't hurt. So I ended up doing about 5K, which isn't a lot. Like when I think about it, I ran 21K and today 5K, like it was hard. It wasn't easy, but I did it. And I got up, I got out. It wasn't even sunny when I went, so it felt a little bit better, though it has been really hot. And now the sun is out and now I'm hot. But I'm actually on my way to go get a book. My second act community, that is a bunch of different women coming together. If you know, you know. We are doing a little book club. So I'm super excited to pick up a book. This is a little bit late. Like we started the second act community, I guess like the first week of August. So it feels like we're running out of time for having a full month to read a book, but we're reading the book Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I think it should be relatively quick. Like for me, I've read a few of her other novels and I always like devoured them. So I'm hoping that is the case. So I'm going to head out and go get that. And as I'm looking at myself, I'm like, okay, I know I did like light makeup. I didn't put on any mascara, but I'm looking at myself. I'm like, am I wearing makeup? Like, do I even look alive right now? Like, I feel so out of it. I definitely did not have the best sleep. I think just because I'm anxious about a red-eye flight. I should have had a better sleep knowing that I'm not going to get a lot of sleep. But I am definitely anxious about it. But I'm going to get the book, maybe grab a coffee. I might sit somewhere and read, or I'm going to come home and read because I do need to pack. I'm not procrastinating, but I do need to pack. I have most things like pulled out, and then I want to clean our apartment, and then I want to clean our house before I leave because I hate coming home to a mess. So I want to do like a light cleaning, like bathrooms, maybe vacuum, just make sure everything is nice and tidy. So now as I'm saying this, I feel like I may be rushing if I sit somewhere. So TBD on if I sit somewhere, but I'm definitely going to get the book, a coffee, a little pick-me-up to get through the rest of this day and calm my nerves. So I actually don't think the coffee will help calm my nerves, but calm my nerves leading into this red-eye flight tonight. Can I do a decaf iced cappuccino? Yes.
Regular dairy is okay for that?
No. Great question. Almond milk would be great. Thank you for catching that.
Of course. The decaf ice, almond milk.
Yes.
What's your name?
Mary. It is time to pack. Let's see. Okay, pajamas. We know these pajamas. We see these. Gotta have pajamas. The place we're staying is cold at night, so sweatpants, shockingly, in the summer, and a little sweater. I'm bringing a workout set. This is just like a purple Set Active set. Let me think of how I'm going to do this. Okay, I'll put that here. So I'm going to bring this set just for if I do want to work out / just wearing out and about. 2 potential tops with my striped pants. So it's a great alternative look depending again on temperature. My classic stripe set. Also a white tank top in case it's too hot for this. So that's going to go over here. Maybe that should go at the bottom. Okay. And then denim shorts and a cute little halter top. Again, it's supposed to be really hot, so let's see. And then I have my purse that I'm going to wear for the wedding with a scarf in here, some lipstick, and my camera. Go on this side. I have so many shoes I'm bringing. So I'm bringing 2 pairs of sandals. These are really easy to wear. These are my platforms. I need to get these replaced, probably not this summer. So I'm bringing all these, figuring out how I'm gonna fit this in. Maybe here. Maybe these ones can go in here, since they're so small. Okay. And then I'm bringing 2 sets of heels. These heels are for the wedding. These heels are just for wearing. So heels might go in Michael's suitcase. I'm gonna leave these out for now. And then I'm gonna wear my new Sauconys. These ones will go with the jeans that I'm wearing to the airport, so pretty easy look. Cannot forget the actual dress for the wedding. That would be very important. So we will roll this bad boy up. We're also bringing a steamer, so I'm not too concerned about how wrinkled this is gonna get. Maybe down here. Okay. Makeup bag, you know what it is. It's the base makeup bag. We love her. You also know my little charging stand. Gotta pack that for all of the things that I need to charge. It's always such a weird thing to pack though. Still on my Invisalign journey, so this is my little Invisalign cleaner. I just got this travel mirror, like an actual mirror, so that is going to come because I'm tired of doing my makeup in the dark. Then I still have to put in all of my makeup and skincare, which I think will go there. My tote bag that I will carry everything, and then everything else should go in my carry-on. Oh, and my curling iron. Let me add my curling iron. Actually, I'm gonna do that all right before I leave. Because the last stuff will go in right before I leave. Otherwise, I'm just too stressed. I think it's pretty good. Like, it's gonna close, which is kind of really all that matters, is that it will close. Last thing is this bag that I will be bringing to carry a bunch of things. On this side, quite impressed. Look at that, even extra space. I'm like, should I put more in? No, this is it. This is as good as it's gonna get. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. We are off to the airport. This is my very, very casual, but still cute airport outfit. I'm wearing a tank top because I might get hot, probably not. Obviously my sweater. These jeans are like sweatpants, so I don't feel as terrified for a red eye in them. And then I'm meeting Michael there because he's coming from work, so I have 2 suitcases. I will be hauling 2 suitcases. But you know, I've been going to the gym, so I think I can handle it. I do not advise red-eye flights. It wasn't actually a terrible flight. Like, we were not delayed. There wasn't anything crazy going on, but they did not turn down the lights for the flight. Like, it was dim, but they didn't turn them off. And I've never experienced an overnight or even like a late night flight where they don't turn off the lights. I'm also just getting ready to go out because the day is continuing on. We landed at 6 a.m. I got maybe 4 hours of sleep, which is really fun. And I'm really proud of us. We have powered through today so much. We did not have any naps, though I have wanted to have a nap. No naps. And now we are heading out for dinner, which is going to be so nice. We're seeing Michael's brother, so my brother-in-law, and some of our friends who, I mean, I guess we haven't seen all of them together in 3 years. And every time we see them, Michael and I aren't together. So it's like he'll see a few, I'll see a few. So the nice thing is we actually as a group get to be together again, which is so lovely. And as you can see, I'm using my mirror that I got to get my lip liner done. And so obviously it is dinner time, heading out after relatively busy enough day. We kind of bopped around the city to some of our favorite places that we haven't been to in a long time, again, because we haven't been back together in years, and ran into a few people in the streets. I got lunch with a close friend from university, which was so lovely to be able to do that because usually when we're here, it is so busy, even though this trip is very busy. So it was great to be able to make that as a priority. And now the night continues. The night will continue on with a really yummy dinner and then hopefully an early enough bedtime because we have been fighting sleep all day. It has definitely been rough, but I actually said to Michael, I'm so proud of myself that I haven't cried because when I get tired or overwhelmed or just generally like I'm not feeling good, I just cry out of frustration. So I haven't cried and I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry today. I'm gonna go to bed and then have a nice long sleep because tomorrow is our friend's wedding, which is the real reason why we are back. And it'll feel really great to have a good night's sleep. Like I'm already just counting down the hours. Being back in our city feels so nice. Like we walked past places that we went on like early dates to and it was just so kind of like this like time warp nostalgia tour to go and see the city like this because yeah, we realized we haven't lived in Toronto in 3 years, which is crazy because Michael was born and raised in Toronto. I had lived here for 13 years before we moved to LA. So it really is, I mean, it's my home. It's where I grew up and it's obviously very much Michael's home. So it's nice to be back, enjoy the city. But East Coast summers, let me tell you, they're hot. So I'm not even sure if this shirt, I'm wearing my lovely favorite striped shirt. Hopefully it's not too hot where we go. I hope that they have AC inside. Or I'm gonna have a drink or two and some water and maybe some salt in the water to get my electrolytes up and stay hydrated. barely alive after the wedding. It was a beautiful day, beautiful ceremony. Everything was like 10 out of 10. And we are feeling it. You can't tell because I'm wearing sunglasses, but I have seen better days in my lifetime. I think it's the combo of a red eye, plus the wedding, plus the heat and humidity, plus literally being so busy the past 48 hours. And so we are going to get breakfast because I need to eat. I was saying this to Michael that I'm like, I just wish I wasn't the person that woke up needing food right away, because it truly is a struggle of mine. Like, I can't live unless I am eating right away. So we're gonna get breakfast and meet a bunch of our friends to keep the festivities of fun going. And I think I'm gonna need like another coffee, maybe 2 coffees to get me through all of this, because the battery is weaning. It is low. But we're glad to be back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice
We're
to
so
be back in
happy.
the city.
We love Toronto.
Yeah.
We're in like a nice little neighborhood where we used to spend a lot of time, so it feels very nostalgic to be here, but not live here and experience it as tourists kind of, but also as people who know the city. So it's been lovely. No complaints, minus just being a little tired.